Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday. Emma and I are having a lazy morning this morning. Okay guys, so I'm getting started early with meal prep this morning. And what I'm going to do is go down in here and find myself some chicken. I have a couple of packages of chicken, but I guess this is the one I'm going to use. Let's see. I think that's all the chicken I have, guys. I go through chicken like nobody's business because I eat it every week. There is the option that I may be out of town this week a little bit, so you guys may be traveling with me. Today's meal prep, what it's going to be, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and get it in here. I'm going to try to make low-fat chicken enchiladas, and they should last a good while. When you're making your enchiladas, you have two options. You can use fajita mix, or you can use, oh, it just bounced right on down. Okay, taco seasoning. I'm going to opt for the taco seasoning today. So instead of using what I normally use up here, guys, which is my Stash and McCormick mixes, instead of using one of those, let's see if I can pull, like a third of this mesquite marinade, what I'm going to use is this taco seasoning, guys. So I'm going to put my chicken in. I'm going to use probably, there's a fair amount in here, and I'm just doing one chicken breast to go in amongst all the enchiladas because it's going to have veggies in it, like green peppers and black beans in with it as well. So I'm not only going to do one chicken breast, that, and I'm also going to be out of town. But I expect this will make 5 or 6 because of the amount of veggies that I'm going to put into them. So let me get this started, and I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's all put in the container. Okay guys, so my package kind of flipped over and I got more in there than what I really should have. But this gives you an idea of how much chicken, how much seasoning goes in with the chicken breast. And then all I do is just I turn the water on hot, and then I just let it basically fill up where the whole chicken breast is now covered. And then just turn the water off and put it right back into, there we go. Ouch! It's a little bit, oh, it's hot. Okay, there we go. Cold water on the finger, cold water on the finger. Shoot. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can definitely feel it. It hurts. Okay, be really careful with this metal ring if you have one on your crock pot, because it will burn. Okay, so this is what it looks like once it's in there. You can see the seasoning on the top. You're just going to cover it up. You're going to turn it on, I turned it on high. You're going to turn it on low. And yes, guys, it's an old one, so it's somewhat stained. I promise it's clean. Turn it on low for several hours. Okay, guys, apparently there is an issue on the interstate, as much traffic as there is, and I'll kind of flip it behind me so you guys can see. Sorry they didn't videotape a whole lot when I was out. I have been told that Walmart does not like you to videotape in their store. I don't know if anybody knows if that's true or not. That's what I've been told. But I ran to Home Depot. I have been to Sam's, and I've been to Kroger and gotten everything I need. So I'm headed home. It's about 1:40 and I am starving. So yes, I did stop at a fast food place and pick something up to eat because when I get home, I'm not going to want to cook. But, and there is a but, tonight I'm going to grill out my brand new grill, and I have got chicken and peppers and tomatoes to cook on the grill. I didn't get any mushrooms. I'm sure they would have been fantastic on there too. I just didn't pick any up. I didn't think about it till just now, frankly. And then I also bought a pineapple, because pineapple on the grill just kind of like develops the natural sugars and is really good. Okay guys, so I found these at the Dollar General and I could not resist them. I have not played with these things since I was a kid. Do you guys remember these? poppets. So I have done a little bit of prep work before I came to talk to you guys. I am getting ready to go out and start the grill. And while I'm doing the grill, I still have a little more prep work to do. I bought a fresh pineapple and then sliced it into slices that are about a 1/2 inch thick. What I will do is I actually will grill my pineapple. And you use a little bit of honey, a little bit of lime juice, and a little bit of cinnamon. I'll show you kind of the proportions that I use for that. And we put this on the grill. It goes on for about 3 to 5 minutes, and you brush it on with that. I always do this at the very end, but I went ahead and prepped it. It won't hurt it any. I have grape tomatoes that I will be putting on my skewers. Now my skewers have been soaking for almost 30 minutes, and I know that this looks like a little bit of water, but I actually sloshed some out a minute ago. If you're going to use these onto a barbecue, you do need to wet them, or it is possible to catch them on fire if it's hot enough. I went ahead. You'll notice 2 types. These are for the grill. These are going to be for our enchiladas. I sliced them in very thin. They will actually be sauteed up on the on a skillet. Then I also have corn that I will be grilling out, and I purchased some chicken tenders to put out on the grill as well. So that is what I will be grilling today. I will show you guys kind of as I go along. I don't know that there'll be a whole bunch of talking when I'm doing it because I'll just be out there going at it, but I'll definitely show you guys what I do. Okay guys, so what I have here is the corn that I am going to be cooking on the grill tonight. I only usually want like 1/2 of an ear of corn when I eat, so therefore I have gotten 3 ears of corn, and what I did is I went ahead, I'll have to sit you guys down for a second while I open this container. I went ahead and broke it in half. Hopefully you guys have a little bit better luck than I did because it spattered everywhere on top of me. It's very juicy. That's very good. What I do is I take my ear of corn, I put it in here, then I use this Fleischmann's that's made with olive oil because it's better for your cholesterol, and I'll take just a little dab of it, put in here with it, and that's it. And then I'll just close it up right like this, guys. Just take it, close it up. Okay guys, so when they're done, they look like this. These, in my opinion, take by far the longest to cook, so I always put them on the barbecue first. So we're headed out to the barbecue now. And we're headed out, guys, with a puppy dog in tow, because if Mommy goes outside, guess who else goes outside? You guessed it, Miss Emma. Okay guys, so I have gotten, the barbecue is now ready. It's good and hot. Whew, it's already hot out here, but you can see the coals are white hot. So we are ready now to add the corn onto here. Okay guys, and I'm going to actually add them just around the outer edge. Okay guys, what I was saying is I will put this corn on the outer edges. It ends up, because of the way that I've done it here, it ends up being like a ring of corn, but this takes the longest. So that will go out there, and then I'm going to cover it up and let it be cooking with the vents open while I work on the next items to come out. I probably will bring the chicken out next and let it cook in the middle while the corn's cooking on the outer edge, and then do the vegetables. Emma, come on, inside. And I call back the puppy dog. Inside, please. Okay guys, so I hate touching raw meat, and I hate having to clean more dishes than I have to. So what I do is exactly this right here. I just crack open the package. I have a fork there on the side to put it out. I'll put my seasoning on top. I have my olive oil in a spray can here, and I'm about to go put this out on the grill. Okay, it won't take the chicken long to cook. Pineapple's still sliced up. I've gotten all of my veggies that I'm going to cook tonight on skewers. And I have some extras. I'm going to put them across like this and let them dry out overnight. And I'm hoping that they can still be used because I hate to be wasteful. I put more in here than what I really needed, and I don't want to waste them. The other thing I do when I'm grilling, because not everything comes off of a grill at the same time, is that I turn my oven on its lowest setting. And then I use that in here. I'm going to use this as a warming oven because 175 really isn't anything more than just kind of warm. So I use that as a warming oven. All of this is done. I'm gonna mix up the, ooh, that's sticky. Mix up what goes on to my pineapple next. Okay, well, really quickly, while I am waiting for my chicken to finish up, and it is almost done because I did pick the tenders this week, what I'm going to put on to what is going to be brushed onto this when it goes on the grill is lime juice, honey, and a little bit of cinnamon. Very, very simple. You're going to put in, let's see if this is open. It's not. You know, it calls for fresh lime juice whenever I go. When I do these kind of recipes, it always calls for fresh. Guys, I rarely ever have limes in the house. Let's just be real honest about that. But I do almost always have lime juice in the house. So I'm just going to put in some lime juice. I'm going to put in a couple tablespoons. And you may have to make more up, just depending. The recipe that I've used, this is kind of a new variation on it with the honey, because I don't want to use brown sugar in on it, and I've used that before. So this is kind of an experiment. My honey's not coming out. Hold on just a minute. Okay, so now it kind of looks like an egg, a really disgusting egg. Gosh, I'm having a hard time tonight. Cannot do anything one-handed. There we go. Finally, I got that to pop open. Okay, and then you're going to put a little bit of cinnamon in. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're just going to use this like a basting liquid almost. Just going to lightly brush it on. What you need to do is just take a little whisk, and I have a mini whisk here. You need to take a little whisk, and you're just going to whisk all of this together until it combines. Okay? Looks kind of bad, I know it does. Y'all just have to do this until you get it to where it needs to be, okay guys? Trust me. The ingredients, once they go onto that and they caramelize on the grill on top of your pineapple, should taste incredible. So you're just going to, see, it's all combined down in there. Just going to combine it. Smells good, smells like lime. And what you'll do is you'll just lightly brush this, and I do mean lightly, on top of your pineapple. Okay, so I've got that done. Time to go take the chicken up. Okay guys, so the chicken is now in and sitting here in the oven warming, and the peppers and tomatoes are now outside, and the corn is still going because the corn will take the longest, guys. Okay guys, so at this point you should have, the chicken's been taken up, everything else has been taken up. I've got this going. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a spoon, if you don't have a brush, and just kind of spoon the mixture over your pineapple. Pineapple takes about 3 to 5 minutes to be done. Okay guys, I say that a lot, I'm sorry, I'll try to stop. You can see some of the little cinnamon spots on there, but you're just going to kind of flip them over and then cover them up for a second. I'm going to run these in while I'm waiting for the room for the next ones. I'm going to run this in and put it in the warming oven. Okay, when you bring it in, it's going to look like this. You can kind of, if it'll focus, you can see the cinnamon. And there is no sugar in it, guys. It's just natural sugar. So it's honey, and you saw it, the lime juice and the cinnamon. But it looks like this. And then in my oven at the moment, although I'm hot as everything right now, so I'm not hungry anymore, but I have my peppers and my tomatoes, my corn, my chicken, and of course it makes, one pineapple makes a lot of pineapple. I've never actually tried this recipe, so I'm hoping that it will, the pineapple will hold. But I have it all here in this nice oven, which I'm going to turn off because it just really needs to be a warming oven. Okay, then for my enchiladas, woo, you saw the steam come out. My chicken for that is done in there. And I may not do that tonight, guys. I may do that tomorrow night, mainly because I'm tired. And I have a whole kitchen to clean up. You can see what's left of it. I've cleaned some. But because I have a whole kitchen to clean up, I'm probably not going to do it all tonight. But guys, let me tell you, that's one of the healthiest meals I know how to make. There's very little oil on it. I know some of y'all are saying, but you put oil on the, or butter on the corn. True. But the corn also will, some of that will kind of drip off in the grilling process. So really, truly, not that bad. There is only, the only oil on the chicken was the oil that The only oil on the chicken is what we put on the grill to keep it from sticking, and I'll be honest, I kind of sucked at that today. I did not do well with that at all, but that's okay. So that's the only oil on the chicken. There is no oil or anything on the vegetables. The vegetables were just roasted exactly like they would be. And then you saw what went on the pineapple. I may have a piece of pineapple here in a second, and if I get a second wind, I will absolutely show you all how to make the low-fat enchiladas in a little bit. But for the moment, I'm going to go sit down. So sitting down turned into running an errand to my parents' house, and that turned into doing some errands around the house, finishing things up. It's about 10 o'clock at night now. I have to get up at about 5:50 in the morning. I'm about to go to bed. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I know I had a pretty good one. For those of you all who do follow me for the metal detecting, they took down the 1800s house today. It's all in a pile of wood. I'm not sure exactly when they're going to burn it, but once they burn it, I promise you we'll go out and we will do some metal detecting at that site. And the food that I cooked today was fabulous, guys. I know I didn't show it to you guys when I was... but it was very, very good, and the pineapple, awesome. It really good. I took some to my parents as well. When I ran past their house, dropped something else off. I hope you all, I think I already said this, but I really do hope you all had a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all tomorrow morning. Good night. Truly am tired. Night, guys.